Okay, so today we have Charley Patton, Hang It on the Wall, one of the great Delta Blues players. Love his style, voice is unbelievable. Simplified version. He does a mixture of different chordal forms on it. We basically have an F, we start on an F, go to a C dominant 7, an F, and an F6, and then there's a B, like an inverted B, F, C. Right, so he, as far as I remember, he strummed it. When I used to play it with the band, I used to Travis Pickett, you see, but he strums it, and there's also an interesting technique where he taps the guitar as he's playing, which we'll have a look at. And yeah, so you know the song, that's why you're here. So we'll lead in on an F into an F6. Now an F6, let me come a little bit closer. We have the F chord, which is the third finger on the fourth string. Sorry, I didn't mention the capo. The capo's on the 2, okay? So we're going to use it's F relative to the capo. Yes, it's a G, but I'm just going to call it F because that's its form, okay? Third finger on the third of the fourth, second finger on the second of the third, and a bar on the first fret of the first and the second. That's our F. And to make a 6, we add the little finger, the fourth finger, to the third fret on the second string. So it's okay, and we're just going to use our thumb for the strum. Okay, now we'll go to a C. If you don't know a C, it's the third on the fifth, second on the fourth, first on the second, okay? And we'll add in that little finger there to make a C dominant 7th. Then we'll go back to an F. To a 6, C, B, F, C, F. That's basically the song. Okay, so he doesn't actually start with that though. I think he starts with this C, this inversion, this C. Okay, and then to make a dominant 7th there. If you can't hear the low note as he's playing, you see, and then the F. So you need your little finger free to get the 6, you see, so it wouldn't be. You can't hear the low point in what he's playing. He's playing along the 4 strings, I believe. And anyway, I mean, those old recordings are quite difficult to pick apart because there's not many great versions of it out there. So, just to recap, okay, so your intro is F, 6, C, 7, F. And then the B is just a bar on the 3. We're not going to do the bar here, you see, we just play that part. It's a B flat 6. F, C, that's basically what happens. But you know, your verse, you can shake it, you can break it, you can hang it on the wall, out the window, catch it for a fall. You can shake it, you can break it, you can hang it on the wall, out the window, catch it for a fall. My jelly, my roll, sweet mama, don't you let it fall. Oh. Now I don't know what this song is about. I've heard it's about heroin addiction. But one of the guys who used to play this on the live music scene in Newcastle, he said it was about having sex standing up, which I think is a much nicer theme. So, who knows? Right. So, strumming wise, if we just go from the C, that's just the basic strum. 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and down. See? 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and a 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and a 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and a 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and a 1 and a 2 and 3 and a 4 and 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4. Okay, so that's your rhythm wise. It's like the ragtime. Okay, so like I say, that's the strumming way to do it. I'll probably put the ragtime in at the end, like the plucking part. That's how I used to play it. I prefer to play it that way, but I'll put that in at the end. Other chord variations that I say you can do is this C here, this second inversion C. So what, instead of playing the here, we'd have like the A form on the 5th fret. So it's your second finger on the 5th fret of the 4th string, 3rd finger underneath it, 4th finger underneath that, 1st finger on the 3rd fret of the 1st string. So instead of playing our C here, we can like this, right? So, but again, he switches to a dominant 7th. But again, you can't really hear this low point. It might be the recording or just the way he's playing, I'm not sure. So now to move in, so I'm going to sneeze. To move into the dominant 7th, all we do is we're here for the second inversion C, and then when we want the dominant 7th, we flatten the bar over the 4 strings, take the 2nd finger off, and raise our 3rd finger to the 4th string, and just do the F the same with the F C. Sorry, wrong string, and then the B flat 6. See, it's just, you know, you can play it like that if you want the bass in, but you can just a bar over the 3rd fret on 4 strings, F, C, F. Whoops. Now, so I believe the first verse is that one, you know, when it comes in, I ain't got nobody now, down on me, the sun goes down, my jelly, my roll, sweet mama, won't you let it fall? And then I think the next one he goes, when his voice goes down a bit, he goes into this C. Sorry. Okay, and you can also do, I think there's a part where I ain't got nobody, you know, because with the Delta guys, they always followed the voice, you know what they're doing. So you can also do that C with a bar on the 5th and add your 4th finger to the 8th there. So to make that the C chord, and then sorry, keep it in that 1st string there. Okay, now like I said, then there's this tapping bit. Where does it come in again? Yes, and a word of advice: if you don't have a scratch plate, a golpe door, it's not a good idea to do the tapping because you'll wreck your guitar, okay? But what the tapping is it's a flamenco technique called the golpe. So what we do is we raise our hand. You can either use your ring in middle or just your ring. Flamencos use just the ring. And what you do is you raise the finger from the knuckle, from here. And you come tap down. So you still get the accent, but you're not whacking the guitar, you know, you're not hitting it hard. So let's see, because it comes in on the sweet mama, won't you let it fall? That bit, or flow, because it goes flow, and then this tap comes in, doesn't it? So let's see. Sweet jelly, my roll, sweet mama, won't you let it fall? That's it. Does it for one verse, you see. It's great little device. Not sure if that's the exact rhythm, but what I do is, you know, it's just on the pull. 1, 2, 3, 4, and you just try and keep that thumb going in the rhythm, and the chord's doing the same thing. So it comes in on this C here. So you can get that on the pulse. You know, your strumming is 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4. And if you can keep that going, and then just on the pulse, 1, 2, 3, 4, just bang, tap your guitar. Let's see if I can do it in the count. Okay, so sweet, sweet mama, won't you let me fall? And 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and a 1. So he does it on, then I think. So there's the sort of variations that he does. Sometimes he's here, the dominant 7th, after the 6th. Sometimes he's here on the C, to that dominant 7th. Always that F and always that B6. Sometimes we go up here for the C, depending on the lyrics. Always right back down to that F. Okay. Now, as I say, you can do it as a ragtime thing, like a finger picking thing. Sorry, where you. There's a lot more happening in if you just do the Travis picking. And 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 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 and 1, 2, 3, 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. So you just keep your thumb going on the pulse, and your fingers doing the accompaniment. So it's wrong string. Okay, so I mean, I've heard that a lot of these Delta guys just used thumb, index, and ring in the middle. They didn't really use the ring finger. So if we do it that way. To sort of switch where we're going with the index and middle. Now, what I tend to do is play with the index, middle, and ring on the 3 strings. It kind of gets in the way of the F when you, but you do get these little sort of embellishments that you wouldn't get if you're just using the fingers, index, and middle. You see. Let me slow it down so you can hear it a bit. All right. So if I'm using my 2 fingers. See, so that's just with the 2. So when I'm on the C, the thumb's alternating and the index in the middle are playing the strings 2 and 3. And when I go to the F, I just switch that position to the 4 strings. Same rhythm though. Okay, so that's just with the index and the thumb. Should I break that rhythm down for you? So let's have a look. So we'll go thumb, thumbs alternating 5 and 4. So we'll go thumb, thumb and fingers, thumb, fingers, thumb, thumb and fingers, thumb, fingers, thumb, fingers, thumb. it's something like that. So it's fingers and thumb together at the end. That's what I was doing. Let me come right in there so you can follow it. So it's 1, 2, 3, and 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. So that's just on the C. So I've got to add the 7 here. F, same rhythm. Etc. Now, if anybody wants me to go into that rhythm a little slower, and I'll have to write it out and talk about it as I go on. I'm winging it here, you see. The other one is, like I say, is to play with the 3 fingers on the treble string. Now here I think you can get a lot of different embellishments. Same rhythm, but we're just in the same alternation. You see, what you can do is, let me just embellish it a little bit. So that's a little bit more fun. I'm doing the same rhythm, right? But instead of just plucking all the strings at once, right? Sometimes I just play them as a fast arpeggio. So if I just stay on those strings and let me come in close. See, I'm just doing it whimsically. I'm just doing it whenever I feel like it. I'm not sticking to anything in particular. So. That's what you get when you do it with the alternating on the 4 and the 3. If I'm going, you get this. So, sorry. See? You get all these like extra sort of notes coming in. I think the guys just do that sometimes. Sometimes you can just hear this flow happening. They're obviously like in a flow state as they're just performing it. You know? Just adding little bits in just for embellishments, I think sounds quite cool. You know, and it's only the same rhythm, and all you do is just pluck the chord out rather than pick the whole chord. Quite straightforward. Just practice, you know, practice. Love playing that one. We used to do that one live a lot, and we used to speed it up and slow it down, but I used to take the piss out of the singer, so he'd be singing, you know, you shake it, you can break it, you can hang it on the wall, out the window, catch it for a fall, you can shake it, you can break it, you can hang it on the wall, out the window, catch it for a fall, my jelly, my roll, sweet, my won't you let it go. catch him off guard, and then when he was comfortable, sped up, I'd slow it back down. It was good fun. The audience loved it, you know. It's a great tune by a great man. So any questions, put them in the comments. Please consider liking and subscribing. I am an online guitar teacher. If you would like face-to-face classes, use the link in the description below. Feeling that, just enjoy the video, have a lovely day and enjoy your practice.